Good morning, everyone. I didn't make it to church today. Well, maybe I did. You know, we're taught from an early age that we have to go to a building um, in order to go to church. That in that building is where we meet God, where we learn, experience. In the old days, the biblical days, we're told about the people having to go to the temple, and the belief system then was, excuse me, the belief system then was that we took our prayer request to the priest at the temple, and then the priest would go into the inner sanctions of that temple and relay our request and our desires to God. And that was how we made our connection. I think over time we've learned that we don't need the priest to take our prayers to God. We can deliver them directly. The Christian belief system kind of follows along with the old style of having to go to an intermediary, and the fact that it says that we have to go to Jesus to connect with God. The truth of that, and Jesus even talks about it, is that we have to go through the Christ consciousness. Not necessarily through Jesus the Christ, but the Christ consciousness. Jesus showed us the way. He taught us how to go to church, how to connect with God, how to experience truth and love. And that's not found in a building. Now, granted, a building is nice sometimes. It's nice to gather together with people with like minds, like desires, to share in love, to sing, to just experience each other. And we can do that. We can do that anywhere. We can meet up with folks at a restaurant and have that experience. But to connect with God, to go to church, we must realize what going to church is all about. And going to church is simply about the connection, the experience of God. We can have that anywhere. I'm very fortunate this morning to be in Glen Rose, Texas, standing along the Comanche Creek River. It's absolutely beautiful. The surrounding here is simply gorgeous. And it's real easy to see all of that as God creation. But in order to make this church, I need to see beyond the physical creation. Sure, this physical creation helps me get there, helps me get to that mindset, that deeper connection. But it's the deeper connection where I am in church, where I am in that connection, that experience of God. And that deeper connection is the knowing the presence and the expression of God that is everywhere. Now, sure, a place like this makes it a lot easier to make that connection. It's pretty tough when you're sitting in traffic on Highway 75 trying to get down to Dallas. It's kind of hard to realize the expression of God there. You know, it's easier for the physical world to come in and contaminate our thought process, if you will. But it's not impossible. It's a conscious effort. It's a consciousness that we can experience, that we can choose in any moment, at any time. Some of the folks that usually attend church last week were headed off to North Carolina. I hope they find some places like this that they can stop, that they can connect, that they can realize the presence of God. Some of you stayed home. I know some of you like to have a morning ritual of sitting in front of that window and watching the birds. Watch the birds, see the beauty, see the creation of God, and then experience the presence of God as you do that. That's what this is all about. This physical life that we have here on this earth can be good or bad. It's whatever we make it out to be. But the truth is that we can still connect with God anywhere we are. So choose to tune in. Choose to open up your awareness. Allow the Christ consciousness to come through. It's already there. And in doing that, you find church wherever you are. I'd like to redefine church for you. Some organizations call it this, but it's a sanctuary. They call their physical building a sanctuary. A sanctuary is simply a place within you where you experience peace, love, joy, the presence of God. So tune into the sanctuary that is within you. Allow that sanctuary to be revealed to you, and then choose to visit it often. Now, I'd love to say that you could visit it nonstop throughout your entire life, and you can. But so far, the only person I've ever read about or heard about that could do that was Jesus the Christ. As I said, Jesus set a beautiful example. He showed us how. We need to just tune in and choose that experience more frequently. Choose that experience in everything we do. So whether you're vacuuming the house, washing the car, standing out here in front of a beautiful creek, you can choose the experience. So go to church often. Or better yet, go to your sanctuary often. It is a choice, and it does not rely on any physical place. It's a choice you make, an experience that you have. And in that experience, you experience God.